All right, that'll give you a bird's eye view of where the original cabin was, and the flag is about where the new cabin will be. Pretty awesome.
So originally I wanted to put the cabin where the flag is, but I made a mistake. And once we determined where the property boundary was, we realized that we needed to make some changes, and we ended up putting the cabin here where the old cabin was. You see, the property isn't flat, and it was so difficult to figure out where the property lines were exactly. And so the corner of the property is in the lower right of the screen here, and part of the other corner is on the upper left. And because of the size of the property, that one side is 1,320 feet. We were so fortunate the corners were marked decades ago. Challenge was we still needed to figure out where the property lines were to finish the permit. Good friend of mine, Ron Pike, super experienced contractor, suggested a string line. So that's what we did.
Okay, here is the famous string line that the Forest Service thought was a zip line. And I'm going to walk you up to the area that we were able to clear. The string line is actually a little farther on our property line, just to be conservative. And then what we did was opened up this area on the actual property line, which was really cool. So, as you can see, it allows for us to be able to work with the property line and be able to walk to the higher side of our property. It took so much chainsaw work with Uncle Mike and cousin Devin. That we ended up calling this Chainsaw Alley. Kind of a fun name, but Lord knows all the work that we had to do. So you can see the string line up above to the left of the clearing. The other thing that I thought was really cool, and more than likely the old historic property line, was this little rock bridge. That has been there, and more than likely was put in man-made as the walking path right here for the property line. So super cool. Obviously an old kind of creek bed. Can't see it, but it's underneath all the stuff that we took down. But it does allow us to be able to get to the higher part of the property. So So you can see here's what we call Chainsaw Alley. You can also see the old barbed wire fencing that was there. And that's kind of how we started, making sure that we stayed to the side, the inside of wherever we saw barbed wire. And it matched up pretty consistently to the upper corner. So again, here's the barbed wire, pretty clear all the way up, and we stayed on this side. So, and you can see going down, which opened it up. Really nice. Another path on the property we'll be able to play with, figure out next year. All right, there you go. This also gives you a good look, if you can see the string line, how we cut to the left of the property line, or the string line, which is on our property.
Once we determined a super accurate property line with the string line, it was determined that the spot I wanted to do originally by the flag and the historic cabin site, they were both not perfectly on that 25-foot setback. You can see here where we brought the string line very close and skirted the trees, that way we didn't have to remove them. And it gives you a good visual of how close the property line is to both cabin sites. In the end, I resubmitted the permit and changed the new cabin site location to the same location of the original cabin site. Thanks to County Planner Mark Reed to help me with the ordinances that allows me to rebuild on the exact existing location.